Welcome to the course Introduction to R Programming. In this lecture, we'll discuss about correlation, which is the last topic related to statistical functions. Previously, we covered various statistical functions, how to measure, then using those measures, how those can be represented using various graphics tools. Now, this correlation is the summarization of data based on the statistical measures. So we can calculate the coefficients related to correlation. So here we will recall descriptive statistics, then bivariate plots. Earlier we discussed. Now by taking bivariate data, how that can be correlated by using correlation coefficient. Then we will demonstrate how to calculate the correlation coefficients with example demonstrations. So we can recall the descriptive statistics, what we covered in our earlier lectures. So primary tools which gives first-hand information, what we covered in the earlier lectures: central tendency of data, variation in data, structure and shape of data tendency. So these first three topics we covered in the earlier lectures. Now the last one, relationship study, which consisting of correlation coefficient, rank collection, correlation ratio, regression, etc. So here we will consider the first coefficient, correlation coefficient. So by using this, how to study the relationship among the primary tools of descriptive statistics. Then first we will consider bivariate data. In this, quantitative measures provide quantitative measures of relationship. Graphical plots provide first-hand visual information, graphical representation about the nature and degree of relationship between two variables. Whereas the relationship can be either linear or non-linear. So this is about bivariate data. So let us take the two data vectors named as x and y. The data can be taken as x equal to the data values x1 to xn, which is called as height now. Now the second data vector y, which is called as weight, denoted with y1, y2 and so on, yn. Now in the correlation coefficient, we will consider x and y as two data vectors where x is height, then y is weight. Then first we will see coefficients along with their formulas, then the equivalent syntax used in R. First we will see covariance. So covariance for the two data vectors x and y is denoted by COV of x comma y. Is calculated by using the formula 1 by n sigma I equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar into ya minus y bar, where x bar and y bar are the means of x and y. The syntax in R for the covariance is COV within parentheses x comma y, which gives the covariance between x and y. The first bivariate data measure covariance. Then normal variance, we'll use VAR. This we covered in the lecture descriptive measures, where we will discuss the absolute and relative frequencies. So variance, simply VAR. So 1 by n sigma I equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square, where x bar is the mean of x. The equivalent syntax in R for variance is VAR within parentheses x. So variance of x. Here you can use any one vector at a time. Then another important measure, the actual measure, correlation coefficient. So measures the degree of linear relationship between the two variables. The correlation coefficient measures the degree of linear relationship between the two variables. The mathematical formula for this coefficient is denoted by r suffix xy equal to covariance of x comma y divided by square root of variance of x into variance of y. By substituting their respective formulas, that is equal to covariance of x comma y, previous formula, sigma equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar divided by square root of the variance formulas for x and y. You can substitute sigma I equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square, then into sigma I equal to 1 to n yi minus y bar whole square. The equivalent syntax in R for correlation coefficient is by using the command COR within parenthesis x comma y, which gives correlation between x and y. Now coming to examples, we will see one by one. First, find out the covariance of two data vectors. So that vectors can be provided by using C. C of 1, 2, 3, 4 is one vector, comma C of 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, same vector is repeated. The covariance between these two vectors is 1.66. So manually you can calculate using the formula. Then another example, covariance of the same vector, but another one is negative values. First one, positive value C of 1, 2, 3, 4. Second one, C of minus 1, comma minus 2, comma minus 3, comma minus 4. So negative values. Then the covariance is minus 1.66. First we will demonstrate these two. So let us, here also the comments are copied. First you can take covariance of two positive data vectors. Here you can say COV. So directly here, this correlation coefficient gives only the constant values. It won't show any graphical outputs here. So then if you can use negative values, any one vector you can take negative. Suppose second vector I am taking all values as negative. Now you can see. So same result with a negative value minus 1.666. So this is covariance of the given data vectors. Similarly, you can find out variance. Using variance of, we can take only single vector. Whereas covariance take two vectors. Whereas variance, you can take only one vector at a time. VAR, variance of C of the vector with data values. Same for positive. See here for positive, negative, irrespective of positive, negative, it gives the result as positive. Why? Because it has square variance of. So it gives positive value only. Now we'll also try. So variance of VAR C of suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can see. Even negative also can give, it gives positive value because it has square. So anything with the square gives positive sign only. Now you can see positive 1.66. So this is covariance and variance. Using these two values, now we will calculate the correlation coefficient. Here we have the first category, exact positive linear dependence. Exact positive linear dependence. So here we are taking two positive vectors, correlation of C of 1, 2, 3, 4, comma C of 1, 2, 3, 4, which gives the positive constant. Now we will demonstrate. So the covariance first we have taken that you can recall with the positive dependencies. Now this you can replace by COR. Now you can see. So positive dependence value. So whereas another aspect, if you can take negative values, so -1, -2, -3, -4. So this is negative correlation coefficient dependence, which gives negative value by providing any one vector as negative. So negative linear dependence. So first one is positive values, second one is negative values. So whenever you can take any one as negative, it gives the negative linear dependence correlation coefficient. Then take another example. In our last lecture, what we demonstrated, daily water along with temperature. So with our own data also, we can find the correlation coefficients. So data on 27 days is collected as follows. In our previous lecture, we used the same data. So daily water in millimeters. So take the vector as water, all the 27 days, data usage of water. Then similarly, temperature. So 27 days, respective days, water usage corresponding temperatures stored in the vector TEMP, temperature. So this we already demonstrated in our last lecture. Plot, scatter plot. By default, it takes points. So plot of temp, water. Then you can use smooth scatter plot also. Scatter dot smooth temp, water. So the smooth line with the points. So now data on daily water demand. Now you can find out covariance of the two data vectors, water, temperature. This is the covariance. Then correlation of same, correlation of water, temperature. So 0.959. Now we will also see the same examples. So first, take the water data that can be stored into the vector water. Then corresponding temperature data that can be stored into the vector temperature. Now, if you want to see the plots again here, what we demonstrated in our earlier lecture. This is a normal scatter plot with the points, combination of water and temperature. Then see the smooth scatter plot using scatter dot smooth temperature, water. Now you can see the smooth line. So above, below, and on the line, the points are located based on the observations. Now for the data on daily water demand. So you can find out the covariance first, covariance of water, temperature. Then you can find out variance also for both. Variance can be obtained for only one vector at a time. So variance of water, then variance of temperature. This is the value. Then use correlation. So which is similar to covariance, which takes two vectors. Now you can see this is the correlation value. You can substitute these values manually also using the formula for correlation coefficient. So this is the result. So with our own data, the water temperature. Okay, that's all about the correlation coefficient, which is the last topic in statistical functions. So we stop here, and I would request you to take some examples and then try to practice the covariance and correlation function. And now in the next lecture, we'll come up with some more topics. So see you in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.